Please
Perfect.
begin.
Great. Thank you. Hi,
Hello.
Lenore.
Hey,
Yes, thank you.
Sugah.
Yeah, hi. Thanks so much for joining me today. I think, did
Welcome.
you
I
just
love
chat with
your.
my friend Ashley?
I did. I
Ah,
did.
she's the best.
She is so sweet. And by the way, I love your t-shirt.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I mean, it's
Quality.
should wear it any time of the year, but June is especially.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, how excited are you to be back voicing Rogue in the X-Men 97?
Well, it is a blast. And I am so grateful and honored to be back. I mean, how many people get to play a superhero once in their life, let alone twice, and 30 years apart? So I'm very grateful and really excited. I love the show. I every time I get a script, I can't stop reading it till it's done. And then to see it and to see the beauty of, I mean, the team. It's a team effort show like this.
Yeah.
And the art and the music and the direction and the writing, it's
Oh, the writing,
incredible. I mean,
so good.
it's just mind-blowing. I love it so much. Yeah,
When you
it
were
is. And without a good script, you have
It's true. When you were auditioning, did you know that it was going to be for Rogue again, or was it kind of a secret what role that they were bringing you in for?
it was a secret, but the lines they sent me were Rogue's lines from the original show.
Oh,
And I
okay.
recognized them. She had a different name, but the character had a different name, but I recognized them immediately. And I was like, and I'd been told Disney was hunting me down. They wanted to find me and have me audition. So I'm like, oh, okay, I think I know what this is.
You're busy being political in Canada.
Yes, exactly. I was busy saving lives. Yeah,
Yes.
but
And I
it
feel
was
like a
great.
lot of people don't realize that you had a a vast political career, right? What, 12-ish years or
And
so?
years, yeah. And in fact,
Oh,
one of my bills, a private member's bill that I introduced in 2020, is passing through the House of Commons. It's already passed the House of Commons, and now it just passed in the Senate. And
oh,
so tomorrow I'm flying to Ottawa to celebrate with all my colleagues there the passage of my bill, which is called An Act to Address Environmental Racism and Environmental Justice. And it's become
amazing.
law in Canada.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you
That's
so
so
much.
great. I'm
Yeah.
I'm not even 2 hours from Ottawa, so I visit
I
Ottawa
know.
often.
There you go. There you
Yeah, I'm
go.
just over the border.
Cool.
So this X-Men 97 compared to kind of the original animated series is a little more mature, it's a little more, dark thematically compared to some of the X-Men, stories. How does it feel to be able to tell those stories? What kind of material do you pull from in your real life to, when you're voicing Rogue?
Mm. Well, yeah, thanks for that question. I think the scripts recognize that the base of our fans, the fan base, are people who grew up in the 90s and watched our show. So right? So that audience they've grown up. They loved our show back when they were kids. And the world has changed and shifted, and there are some darker things that have emerged. Um, and so our show addresses those. And we never talked down to kids in the 90s, and we don't talk down to them now. And so I think that the show really resonates for the people who have gone through that experience with us on that journey. But they're introducing their kids to the show now, and the kids love it. 6, 7 year olds come up to me and say how much they love the show and they love Rogue. And I ask them, I say, isn't it scary? And they're like, no, it's exciting. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. And those kids now are watching the original show because they
Mhm.
loved the new show so much.
Yeah.
So it's amazing, really. it has a life of its own.
I mean, I think Marvel in general has been able to do that over the years, but X-Men in particular has been very good at kind of holding that mirror to society for us to kind of,
Yeah,
have constructive conversations and whatnot.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Anytime TV or shows, films, have that message of inclusivity, it does help, as a society for us to kind of engage and encourage those conversations. In what ways do you identify with Rogue, or how do you think that the X-Men in general help strengthen those conversations?
Well, thank you for bringing that up because I think it's so important that the show teaches these values of inclusiveness and the fact that we're all really just wanting to belong. We're all really trying to connect. And humanity throughout the eons has wanted to connect with others and share stories, tell tell the story of the hunt around the fire back in the day. Paint, putting their hands on the cave walls to show they were there, talking about spiritual issues and the connection between all of us around the world on this tiny, tiny little planet that is really just like a little atom spinning around in space. So, why do we waste so much time hating on each other and picking on each other and killing one another when we're just a little tiny speck
Mhm.
spinning around in space? And I think X-Men touches on all of that
Yeah.
and makes you realize there's something greater than yourself that you need to connect to. And for that, I'm so grateful to be part of this show because it's a lesson that I think needs to be repeated over and over and over. I hope that answered some of your question.
It does, absolutely. And honestly, it's one of those questions that I think can be answered in so many ways, right? Like it's
Yeah.
something that it's more of a personal question, I think, than a, generic answer, right?
Right. Well, I and
How
also just to remember that you mentioned that I I also could relate to Rogue because she is looking for herself and looking for where she can belong.
Yeah.
She feels different, she feels othered, and she's looking for her tribe, and she finds it in the X-Men. So I've gone through that myself, and
Mhm.
I finally feel like I have found it with the X-Men community, and also with the acting community, and the voice community, and the
Yeah.
cultural community.
Well, and, related to that community, how was it kind of reconnecting with some of the original cast?
Amazing. I mean, we were invited to New Braunfels, Texas 5 years ago, and we hadn't seen each other in 25 years, and it was billed as,
Wow.
25-year reunion of the X-Men. So we all got together and we just had a blast. We had so much fun together. And at the end, and we met the original director, Larry Houston, for the first
Mhm.
time, and also
Wow.
the Leewalds, the original writers, because we'd never met them because they were in LA and we were in Toronto at the time
Sure.
when we recorded the original show. And this was the first time we met. And so we all got along so well, and we had a dinner at the end of that, and we said, "Wouldn't it be nice if, someone was to buy the rights to the X-Men, the animated series, and bring it back, and bring us back with it?" And we said, "Let's drink to that, and let's put that out to the universe." And now here we are, and we're going, "Wow, we manifested something." So it's
Sometimes that's what it is. It's manifesting it into the universe, right? You have to put it out
exactly.
there.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Intention.
So, season 1 obviously was, I mean, crazy wild in so many good and maybe sad ways. Do you
Mhm.
have a favorite moment or favorite episode from season 1?
Yes, well, obviously, I really feel close to, episode 5,
Yeah.
uh, Remember It, and also episode 7, Bright Eyes.
Yeah.
I I feel I was able to express my own inner life and my own emotions through my character, to give a performance that resonated with people, so that they could feel both my loss, Rogue's loss, and their own loss, because so many people, I think, are suffering in silence right now.
Yep.
They are, they've lost someone due to COVID. They're seeing all these deaths on television with all the
Yeah.
wars and terrible things that are happening. And so I think people have been grieving for the last few years. And I felt if I
Yeah.
can touch them with my performance of grief, then I can hopefully help them heal. I can help them feel their feelings, get some
Sure.
catharsis, get a
Mm,
cathartic experience, and then come out the other side and heal. That was my
absolutely. Well, thank you so much. This was wonderful.
nice to meet you.
Honestly, X-Men fan since, the 90s. And, this is, we were so excited when the new series came back, but yeah,
Right. Oh, thank
definitely.
you so much. And I have a book coming out actually. I've got my memoir
Oh,
coming out in the fall called A
excellent.
Rogue's Tale.
Love it.
Yeah, check it out. A Rogue's Tale. It's my origin story.
I love it. Oh, I can't wait. So
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah,
Well,
thank you so much.
congratulations. Yeah,
Thank you. I appreciate it. It'll be
yeah.
available on Amazon in probably
Okay,
October. Yeah.
great. We'll watch for it. Thanks so much,
Thank you
Lenore.
so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.